Hey everyone, I'm sure we've all heard something to the effect that we're commanded to not shave or in some cases even trim our beards, that it's a sin or something to do so. And are men even commanded to grow a beard? Is that in the Torah? Well, we examined in my latest two videos, do women need to keep silent in the assemblies, or are women commanded to keep their heads covered because something that Paul wrote makes people think it's a commandment. But is there a command in Torah? We saw in those two cases, no it's not. So this week we're going to take a look at the whole issue for men, all about shaving or trimming beards. Shalom everybody, and welcome to Beit Tefillah. I've seen some arguments posted to social media lately where some people are claiming that we're commanded to not shave or in some cases even trim our beards. Well, I just cut half of my beard off. Am I going to be in trouble with Elohim for doing so? I doubt it. Okay? We need to find out, is there a Torah command that we can't trim or shave? Well, there's actually not, but let's go to the verse from the Torah where they get this argument. It's found in Leviticus 19:26-28. Do not eat meat with the blood. Do not practice divination or magic. Do not round the corner of your head nor destroy the corners of your beard. Do not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor put tattoo marks on you. I am Yahuwah. As we read that part in Leviticus, let's realize a few things about those few verses. First of all, we know the original text did not contain punctuation of any kind. There was also no chapter numbers, there was no verse numbers, there was no commas, there was no periods. It was all put together, okay? In the Torah, in certain cases like this part, Elohim will give his commands, and then he will end his sections as he's given the commands with, I am Yahuwah your Elohim, or I am Yahuwah, okay? So let's read how it was written, and I'm going to back up a verse so we can see the sections ending. So we'll do Leviticus 19:25-28. And in the 5th year you eat its fruit so that it increases its yield to you. I am Yahuwah your Elohim. Do not eat meat with the blood. Do not practice divination. Do not round the corners of your head, nor destroy the corners of your beard, or make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor put tattoo marks on you. I am Yahuwah. Now it's easier to see why Elohim said those things. If you do something, don't do as the Gentile, pagans, or heathen nations do. Cut yourself, mark yourself, or destroy your beard in their mourning for the dead. Notice this is destroying your beard, as they would actually pull their beard out in just mourning. Okay, you picture some of these old Catholic priests that would do penance on themselves and just cut their bodies. Well, is that doing any good? No, not at all. So we can't destroy our beard. You know, we can cut it and it grows back. It's not destroyed. It's just trimmed. Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the Gentiles. That command is a constant command all through the Torah. Don't do as the Gentiles do, because Elohim set us apart to be a particular people to him, to eat a particular way, to act a particular way, and he gave us the rules in the Torah. He said, do not add to them, do not subtract from them. We're commanded to not destroy our beard as the heathens would by pulling it out in mourning for the dead. Trimming your beard doesn't destroy it, it just trims it. It can grow back. However, if you pull it out, now you're destroying it because it may not be able to grow back. There are plenty of Torah commands where someone would be sick and they're commanded to shave off all their hair to be presented clean afterwards to the priest. So would Elohim allow sinning at certain times to make oneself clean, but then prohibit it at other times? Of course not. A sin is a sin, however you look at it. We're going to read some scripture about this. Do one in Isaiah 7:20. In that day Yahuwah shall shave with a razor, hired beyond the river with the sovereign of Ashur, the head and the hair of the legs, and also remove the beard. This says Yahuwah will shave. Okay, so is Elohim going to sin himself by shaving off beards? No, of course not. Numbers 8:6-7. Take the Levites, the priesthood, from among the children of Israel, and you shall cleanse them, and do this to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of sin offering on them, and they shall shave all their body, and wash their garments and cleanse themselves. So this is the priesthood of Elohim, the Levitical priesthood, shaving all of their body as part of the procedure to cleanse themselves according to and commanded by Elohim. Ezekiel 5:1. This is Elohim speaking to Ezekiel. And you, son of man, take a sharp sword, take it as a barber's razor, and you shall pass it over your head and your beard. And you shall take scales to weigh and divide the hair. Here Elohim is telling Ezekiel to do this, and he's going to weigh his hair off, and he's going to take a third of it, and he's going to burn it, and then he's going to scatter a third of it to the wind and bind a few hairs in the hem of his garment, like a remnant or a fringe. That's kind of a clue if you want to read that. And then burn the rest of it. This was a sign and for judgment against all the wicked people, because a lot of people had turned away from Elohim. That's kind of a fascinating chapter in Ezekiel if you want to read Ezekiel 5. But was Elohim directing his prophet Ezekiel to sin by shaving off his hair and his beard? Of course he wasn't. Now let me read one more piece of scripture that should settle this whole matter. Leviticus 14:9. And on the 7th day it shall be that he shaves all the hair off his head and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shaves off. And he shall wash his garments, and wash his body in water, and shall be clean. So this is commanded by Elohim, that this one verse completely destroys any thought that shaving off your beard is a sin. We're not talking just trimming it down a little bit like I did, okay? We're talking about shaving all your hair off. So you'd be rounding the corners of your head, wouldn't you, if that's what that meant, to cut all your hair off, okay? Because if you had them little curls, like that certain sect of Judaism does, he'd be saying you need to cut all that off. It's not what he's talking about. You should not round the corners of your head. Don't know where the corners are on a circle anyway, but for all those little curly cues, that's... I'm not even going to go there, but you know what I mean. That's not what he's talking about, okay? So that's plain as day. And on the 7th day it shall be that he shaves all the hair off his head and his beard and his eyebrows. Okay. Okay, in addition, we also have to ask ourselves, what about men who can't grow a beard at all? I've worked with a couple guys who could grow a couple scraggly little whiskers, but a couple scraggly little whiskers does not a beard make. Some guys just can't grow one. Some guys are so hairy it seems like they can grow a beard in 3 days. You know, it's crazy. My dad would take off his shirt and he looked like he was wearing a black sweater. He was just so hairy and he had such a thick beard. But are the men who can't grow beards, are they in danger of disappointing Elohim? Well, since that's how Elohim made them, I doubt it, and that's a ridiculous question. But some people have even gone so far as to say something stupid like that. If you can't grow a beard, there's no commandment growing a beard. That's how Elohim made you. Okay? So, there's no commandment for it. You're not any less of a man. You're not any more of a man if you can grow a beard. Some people can, some people can't. So, please kindly inform the people who are saying it's a sin to trim or shave off your beard that they are adding to Torah. Shaving off your beard is not a sin. Adding to Torah is. How's that for a kicker?
Monday. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly.
Anyway, I hope this video blesses you. Thanks to everyone who's subbed to our channel. Please do so if you haven't done so yet, because that's how you support us. Thanks for everyone who's liking our videos with the thumbs up and sharing them and putting them on Facebook. Thanks. Keep up the great work, guys. Shout out to everybody scattered worldwide in the greater body of Mashiach, all around the world in the family of Yisrael. Shalom from all of us here at Beit Tefillah Productions. Everybody be blessed and have a wonderful day.